I'm the Big Game Hunter, the head coach for job search coaching HQ.com, a site with curated information you can watch, listen to, or read that will help you find work more quickly. Now, this is the fifth in a series of videos that I'm doing about how to look for a job when you haven't looked for one in a long time. And I'll let you define what a long time is, but it feels like it's been a long time for you. And in the last video, I spoke with you about the importance of networking and specifically informational interviews. Let's move on to the next step, which is preparing for real interviews. Now, I'm saying preparing for them because if you wait to go on an interview in order to start getting ready, if you're like most people, your anxiety level is going to hit the ceiling. The phone is going to ring. Someone's going to say to you, "Hi, is this Jeff Altman? I received your resume," or "So-and-so told me to call," or "Your LinkedIn profile got my attention and I want to talk with you." And suddenly your fear is just going to hit the roof. And you don't want to do that. The idea is always be ready for when the phone rings or you see a message in your inbox that talks about, an opportunity. The people that you're talking with in the informational interview period, in the networking phase, they're all going to try, or some of them are going to try and arrange for interviews for you for positions that they hear are available. Interviews, and thus it's important to practice. Practice answering questions that you might be asked. Why do I talk about practice? Well, it's real easy. Great athletes all practice, and they make how many $1 million a year? Entertainers all rehearse, which is a form of practice. And the great ones make how much per year? And you think you can go on an interview never having rehearsed, never having practiced, never having had the words actually come out of your mouth and having heard them, and you think you can perform at a high level. Trust me, the statistical probability of that is very, very small. Very small. So what you want to be doing is practicing answers to the predictable questions that you're going to be asked. Now, again, I've got a playlist on YouTube. And the easiest way to find it is just going to jobsearchtv.com. Look for the playlist that talks about interviewing. Look for the playlist that involves answers to tough interview questions. Start having those words actually come out of your mouth. Rehearse with someone. Have them ask the question. You practice the answer. Make your mistakes now. When you're not talking to someone for real, and thus you can get them out of the way. It kind of reminds me of when I was training recruiters at a search firm. In the first week, I would have them on the phone, calling potential clients for job leads. And I wanted them to make their mistakes. Same thing with calling applicants. Day one, I tried to have them call companies to get a job to work on so that they would see how hard it was. Day two is they were working to fill the job that they had gotten during the first day so they could start making their mistakes. And I generally had them call people we hadn't been in contact with in a long time. So if they made mistakes, it wasn't with someone who was necessarily active. Well, I want you to make mistakes just like that rookie recruiter made, calling people and practicing how to answer questions so that when you get to the real interview, you're ready to deliver. The first time you may not be perfect, but without practice, you're going to be horrible. Get to work on practice. Hope you found this helpful. I'm Jeff Altman, the Big Game Hunter. If you'd like me to prepare you for interviewing, I can't cover every question you're going to be asked, but I'll teach you a framework for interviewing. One way to do that is to reach out to me through LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. Just to be clear, I charge for this. I'm happy to do it with you one-on-one, and we'll record the session so you can review it regularly in anticipation of your real interviews. So reach out to me through LinkedIn at linkedin.com/IN/the Big Game Hunter. And once we're connected, message me that you're interested in interview coaching, and we'll set up a time for me to do that. Hope you have a great day. Take care.